Good morning, 8th grade. We're going to go over a few last notes for this second packet. We're going to try to go over 18 through 23 and then 24 and 25. First off, there were a couple of notes pages. Hopefully you have the notes pages by now if they weren't included in the packet. Miss Smith has sent those through Remind, and Miss Fayon has posted those on Google Classroom. So you have one on slope and explaining what slope is, and then you also have one on slope-intercept form. So let's just look through these real quick. I just wanted to give you just a few notes about them. On number 18 and 19, it says find the distance from between each pair of points. Round your answer to the nearest tenth. So on 18 and 19, they're going to use the distance formula, which is D equals x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And you probably remember us doing that in class, and that's also in your notebook. So the very first thing you're going to do, there's only two of these, so I'm not going to do one of them for you, but I'm going to get you started. So you want to identify, for instance, on number 18, the 2 points that are there. So I'm going to start just with this bottom point. It doesn't matter either point you can start with. I'm going to identify that first as -1, -4. And then I'm going to identify the second point as -4, 1. And you probably remember the process of us going through this, but you would go x1, y1, x2, y2, and then you would substitute it in the distance formula and do the basic math on that. Number 20 and 21 is talking about the rate of change, which is finding the slope. The easiest way to find the slope in 20 and 21 is to do rise over run and just count. Count how many you have to go up and how many you have to go over to get to the next point. However, you could use the formula, which we went over in class, m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. But usually y'all want to do the easier thing, so I would probably just count. So if you start at the bottom point, for instance, and you rise up, you're going to count how many you rose up, and it would be +2 because you're going up. If you were going down, remember it would be negative. Up is positive. So you're going up +2 and you're going to the left 1 to -3. Remember, if you're going to the left, it is negative, but if you're going to the right, it is positive. So you have up 2, that's the rise, and you have to the left -3. That would be the run. So, and then you just match it up with the correct answer choice. 22 and 23 are write the slope-intercept form of the equation of the line. So, biggest thing I want to say with these two problems is y equals mx plus b. Y equals mx plus b is the slope-intercept form. We've been over that several times, but I'm going to restate that. You want to make sure you know what the slope is, and you want to know what the y-intercept is. So, for instance, if I come over here, all of these answers are written in slope-intercept form, so you know the b is at the back of all of these. So which one of those b's matches up with the b here? B is the y-intercept, which is where the line crosses the y-axis. Where would that be here? -4. So you know right off the bat that you can't do C or B. It would have to be A or D. Well, then all you have left to check is the slopes in both of those. Well, the only difference between those two slopes is this one has a negative and this one is a positive. So then we're going to identify 2 points on this line. We know 0, -4. And then we're going to try to identify another point on this line. And you can just go up. If you want to try the 9/4, just go up from that point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. We went up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We went up 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2 we went up 9 blocks. So 9 up would be positive 9. And then we're going to go over 4, which would be to the right, which would be positive. So 9 over 4 would be answer choice D. So maybe that'll help you better be able to work out 23. And lastly, 23 and 24. These are sketch the graph of each line. Well, it gives you the slope and the y-intercept. So you want to figure out, you want to identify the M and the B. The B would be 0, 4, because I'm looking at the back number. The M would be negative 3 over 2 or 3 over negative 2. So you want to go down here and you want to identify which graph has the same y-intercept and has the same slope. So I'm going to do just a little bit here. 0, 4. Let's see which one of these lines passes through 0, 4. This one doesn't. B does. So I'm going to put a little star there. C does not. D does not. So this one's going to be process of elimination. There's only one that goes through 0, 4. So that would have to be the correct answer. Hopefully this has helped you a little bit and will allow you to finish the rest of your packet. I hope you're having a good break. Stay safe. I will talk to you soon. Bye.